poop. Poop tube. What's poppin', pussy hole? What's up? We back. Doing my laundry! Or washing my sheets. You guys don't gotta freak out or trip, right? You don't have to sit on the bed. I'm a human being, right? So, I'm washing my sheets. Relax, okay? You guys wanna freak out or say something? Anyways, look. Can you guys see that? Okay, making sure my battle tag doesn't pop up on here. Anyways, look. Guard, random. So block is set to random, right? So he blocks randomly. You see this? It'll block randomly. It'll block randomly, right? It doesn't block everything, and it blocks randomly, okay? 1. 2! You see that? On the first hit we stop, okay? 3! 3 in a row, pussy. 4. 4 in a row. Do you want more? Do you want more, dummy? I'm gonna pause the video now, okay? And look, this is real, by the way. See this? This is obviously me. That's me pushing the buttons. You see this shit? First fucking try! First try! Wait, can you see the controller? So, I'm not talking bullshit. We just talked about this in the previous video. I'm gonna pause it now, okay? And, well, we don't need to show Ken. I think once is enough with Chun-Li, right? I mean, Ken's really cool character, but there you go, dumbass. First hit blocked. We stop. We stop on the first hit blocked, okay? Shut the fuck up. You're a dumbass. In the real game, I know how frame data works. Technically, I am plus, and I should be on the offensive if I'm plus, if they block a stand medium punch. But the point is, 1 hit, and we confirm it on the first fucking hit. Okay? Fuck you. You trying to talk any stupid bullshit about me? You're fucking fake. Okay, bitch? Don't disrespect me. You got no reason to tell me that I'm a liar or any stupid bullshit. First fucking try, we got that shit. Dumbass. Loser! Who's a loser? You. Look, if you wanna treat me like that, if you want to talk some stupid bullshit about me, pretend like you know everything about me, that's what you get. Also, rare video moment. Daytime video with the lights off. Oh, he's not blue. Blue bubbly bubbly die. Yeah. Yeah, making money, dreams come true, bitch. Now, time to get paid. You guys see our new picture? Oh. Oh! Nah, that's... that guy's gonna win the lottery. You see him? Number 1 stopper, showstopper. Number 1 stunner. Check him out. Bigger dog. Ooh. His name is my name too. What's up to Grok? With the power of friendship, right? We are stronger as one, as together, right? Me and the Grok Big Rug coming up with that one. You guys like it? I thought it was pretty funny, honestly. I think it's a pretty funny or good picture. Kind of fucked up or nasty, but also funny. Now we're gonna do a full deep dive analysis, right? You guys saw this garbage on the screen. This bullshit. Fake legends. Twitch TV in America is a casino. America's a fucking casino, unfortunately. They got lots of pedophiles, and they love drugs, and they love to kill people, because killing is super fun, and it makes me horny when I'm killing. That's the only time I get horny, is when I'm killing somebody. Not me, but there's people that's like that, you know. And they get horny when they kills. And that's what makes them horny. Right? So, anyways, yeah, we got this fucking garbage on the screen. Fake legends. Twitch TV, YouTube, America thinks they're so smart, but they actually cheat at this game. This game is fake as fuck. You can see our match history. We got some okay matches. Not all of these were without cheaters, right? There's all kinds of cheaters, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's bots and cheaters, right? But I mean, so some of these matches we had to leave the match early because it was just a waste of time, and they don't want to admit that you can play the game for less than 10 minutes sometimes, or it only lasts 15 minutes sometimes. They want to have sex for 5 hours straight, these pedophiles and the casino people in America, right? So, yeah, look, you can see 1, 0, and 0 on one of these. Look at this shit. 1, 0, and 0. We were playing Echo. Hold on, let me move it to the side a little bit. Yeah, see, look, 1, 0, and 0. We left that match. 0, 1, and 1. We left that one. 9, 2, and 13. 4, 0, and 4. 3, 5, 14. 10, 3, and 8, 4, 1, and 5, 5, 2, and 10. And look at that, 4, we only got KO'd one time, right? One fucking time. We went 4, 1, and 5, and the match was a defeat, right? Our team absolutely fucking shitting everywhere. Or we're gonna see what happened, right? I'm pretty sure we left that match early. Again, so much cheaters and just a fucking waste of time, basically. This game and America basically built for pedophiles and drugs. That's the only things that matters in America, basically, is selling your kids to your neighbors or the government so they could fuck a 12-year-old to put their pee-pee or their weenies inside of them, or suck on their ding-a-ling, right? They want to put their ding-a-ling and then suck all the juice out of it, or turn them into dog food. So, and yeah, you guys see the swag drip, by the way? Swag drip check. Now, bee-boo, 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 bee-boo. And then we got Mocha Mummy. We got Chidori, Sasuke Sand Ninjas. We got Fuwa Witch and the Nerizzler. Congratulations on their recent musical successes. Amazing stuff. All of them, honestly. All of them doing awesome, cool, great, fun stuff, which, funny enough, we're gonna check out some fun stuff on the internet. We're gonna check out some fun stuff, some music, some videos, and I was thinking about it, which is funny. We got some people on the Twixer talking about video games in America, which, funny enough, is basically the same story that it has been for a while, right? Weirdly enough, or strangely enough, one of the terms that they use for video games was console wars, like a war, like World War V or World War VII, right? That's the term that they use for that, which, I mean, technically, there's nothing to be upset about with video games other than what? Somebody made more money than you? Or they were successful in giving people fun products sometimes? I don't fully agree with everything that happens in video games, like plagiarism or shitting out the same fucking game every 2 years or 5 years on a new console or a different console. I think sometimes that's stupid. Or making new consoles or different consoles from the same company. For example, like Nintendo, when they had Game Boy Advance and like Nintendo GameCube out at the same time. If they made Pokemon Fire Red, for example, or Pokemon Sapphire version, why wasn't it on Nintendo 64? Right? They could have had it on Nintendo 64. I mean, it is cool to be able to have a game on the go and be able to play it handheld and not have to be plugged into the TV all the time. But why the fuck would you not play it on GameCube or Nintendo 64 instead of having to buy a completely separate or different console, or making people buy a different, newer console or shit like that, right? I don't fully agree with everything in the business aspect of video games or their ideas, right? But I mean, we're gonna check out. The whole point is we're gonna check out what's happening with some American video games, right? Because again, I feel like a weird thing is that I don't know, it feels like a little bit of racism, honestly. So we're gonna fully review what's actually happening with some American video games, right? And why we think things are a certain way, right? Oh my god, bro. What is this? What are you talking about? Is this a school essay? Fucking boring, bitch. Shut up. No, we're gonna see why Blizzard is kind of stupid. Why they're kind of stupid, and how businesses don't listen to people sometimes, right? Or they're very selfish and greedy, and they think that they're smarter than everyone else. Maybe that sounds a little more fun. How is that? We're gonna see why we think, or what other people think about video games, and I'm pretty sure this is very popular opinions about different games that have come out recently, or have been some of their main titles, and we're gonna see what's going on with that. That's probably cooler, right? To see people's real opinion and what people actually want. I think that sounds fun, instead of talk about market analysis and stupid shit like that. I mean, some people might like that, right? But the people, what do the people want? What do the people actually thinks, right? What is their soul's desires? Anyways, let's check out this. We're gonna, before we do that, yeah, we're gonna check out some music, and we're actually gonna do a deep dive on this Caitlyn match. We're gonna do a full master class, spaceflight protocol of the Masters of Gravity live action gaming legendary hero Velocity Inferno. How does that sound? That sounds pretty cool. For some people, this is a real shit, especially all those dumbass kids. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you guys did that to yourself. You guys think you're so cool, or you're so good at this game. So first, actually, I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna set up my internet, and then we're gonna check it out. Hold up. Alright, we got it. So here we go. We got some examples of some games, or some gamers that you guys want to say, oh, they're professionals, blah blah blah, right? Whatever, dude. We're gonna check it out, right? Which some of you guys, I know some of you guys says, look. So first we're gonna check out Double Lift, right? Everyone's favorite Asian American or American fake Legends player, which in reality, in my opinion, this guy's streams is very suspicious. They're either hustling people, which if you guys are not familiar with the term hustling, it's basically like trying to scam people or make them believe that their skill level is not what it actually is, right? It's kind of like if the term like a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? So if you could imagine, like a sheep, right? The animal, a sheep, like a fuzzy. Oh my god, bro. Really? We're gonna have to look up sheep. Look, a sheep. This fucking thing, right? So if there was something, one of these, right, and there was a wolf, right? You could imagine a wolf dressed up as a sheep, hanging out with all the sheeps. He's probably gonna want to eat them, right? So a wolf dressed up in the clothes of a sheep trying to blend in, right? Like camouflage, trying to blend in with the sheeps so he could get closer to them and eat them, right? Basically, that's what the term hustling is basically is, right? It's like a casino trick, right? Or like a pool hall trick is very famous. At bars and stuff, or at pool halls, they'll try to bet people for money or for beers, for drinks, right? Try to trick them out of $20, $100, whatever, right? Be like, oh, I suck at this game. I bet you $20, right? And then they start playing for real once they trick the person into competing or playing against them or with them, right? Which this guy's, we've already said this or reviewed his videos or his VODs. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. However, I did watch this clip or part of this video, and so look what this guy says. This is why he's the best Caitlyn player. Oh, K. Ronnie Squitchy. No way. What's up to Korono Ichi? Wow. Konnichiwa Mina Slimes. Kuroski-kun. Nah. Anyways, they streaming. You guys want to see this? What is this? Girls Frontline 2? Hold on. Let's check it out. Meet the K. Ronnie Gaming. Oh, wow. Look at them. How cool. What a gamer. What a legend. Super cool. Ah! Ah! Now she drinking milk! Anyways, what's up to K. Ronnie? Drinking a gallon of milk. We actually recently got down on some chocolate milks. What's up to the chocolate milk? Anyways, yeah, this kid, right? This video is decent or nice, right? This video is pretty impressive. But again, when you watch this guy's live streams or their tournament footage, it's a different story, right? Very suspicious. So, again, like I told you guys, when you watch these people on Twitch TV or their live streams or a lot of their YouTube videos, it looks like they're using bots and AI. I'm not fucking joking. Like, they have some kind of, either a model that just sits on the camera, that they pay for their video of them sitting at a desk or on the computer, and then they have like a little kid or a robot actually playing the game. That's what it looks like half the time when you watch these people. I'm not fucking joking you. That is one of the famous things that was happening, or the biggest problems, when they used to say that you could watch live matches in the old League of Legends client. They used to say, oh, check out these Diamond ranked players, which Diamond used to be the most highest, most bestest shit ever in the old days. When this game first came out in the old client, you used to be able to watch or spectate live ranked matches, supposedly. Which, when you clicked on it, it was always the popular names from the internet that you'll be seeing, like guys like this, or the guys on the tournaments and stuff like that. And all the videos were garbage when you watched it from the launcher, from the League of Legends. When you used to go on the old one of this, where you play the game, look on here, right? On this thing, where's the home fucking screen? Here, look, on the home screen, you used to be able to spectate live matches, and it would show different characters, and then different people's names, I'm pretty sure. And it would show you a couple different live matches with all the characters on it. And you could pick one, and it was trash. They were not good, right? So these people, again, very fucking suspicious. But this video is pretty nice, right? which very funny. Anyways, let's check it out, right? So the thing is, right? The thing is that he's basically being carried, which this is so funny. The Thresh is the one making the big gigantic plays here, and he's following up basically, or comboing off of the Thresh. And you can see the characters that they're playing against. What are they playing against? A Veigar and a Sona. They're playing against a Veigar and a Sona. Veigar is a garbage character, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But Veigar is so bad early. Veigar has to do some serious work and farming. Not an exaggeration. You have to do some serious farming on Veigar before he can power up, right? Veigar's whole thing is that he can stack his Q infinitely to gain extra power, right? Every time he knocks out a character with his little balls that he throws out on his first ability, it powers it up, right? So, let's check it out. Yeah, see, so the Thresh lands a hook. Very impressive. Which, funny enough, they want to say that this guy's the best, and this is a ranked match, supposedly. And this fucking moron is not sitting behind the minions, first of all. Right? Not sitting behind the minions, right? This bitch over here, the Sona. The easiest way to avoid this situation from happening is Sona should be over here. Right? And then she's protected. Because the Thresh hook, this move that comes out from this guy, you can just stand over here, and then the hook would not be able to catch her. It stops or connects with the first enemy unit. Right? So, very suspicious. There's no situation where she has to be standing on this side. It doesn't make sense. She's only making it easier, which again, look where he's standing. He should be on this side, in my opinion. He famously always doing this. He's always standing next to the river, which I do this sometimes, but the difference is I'm usually getting an advantage early in the game to where if I'm in a battle versus the jungler, well, I probably already knocked out the other person because I use exhaust and fucking ignite, and there's no situation or world where you can fight exhaust ignite with something like flash. You can't use flash against exhaust and ignite. Maybe the cleanse, maybe if the cleanse he has, if it's able to get rid of exhaust and ignite, that might be nice. But if I saw that, then I would only use exhaust or ignite first, and then he would have to cleanse one of them, and then I would use the other one, right? So flash doesn't do anything in real battles or situations. In reality, it's usually a better late game spell than anything, because late game you could avoid like 1,000 damage or a stun combo with flash. Again, very suspicious. They just look like they're trying to make like Twitch clips, basically. But yeah, anyways, this is very, I don't know, weird, funny. This is weird. Anyways, Thresh lands the hook, so Thresh going superhero mode, his teammate, right? And then look at that. It's very quick or very subtle if you guys didn't see, right? He puts down the cupcake trap right here. Look, right behind the chicken. My aim is immaculate. Yeah. So that's a very nice combo. Really good of him. You can see him doing stuff like that when he's playing with like a teammate like Blitzcrank. He'd be doing that shit all the time when he has like a Blitzcrank with him as well, which is pretty impressive, but in reality, too much to expect from random people. I mean, you can do it, and for sure, I remember, like, when I was a kid, I'd be doing stuff like that a lot, like, in video games, but, and this is funny. There used to be a trick where you used to be able to alt-click or control-click on something, and it would always grab the Thresh Lantern. I wonder if he forgot about that, or if they took that out of the game. But in reality, when you play Thresh, I don't recommend it because there's too many cheaters, or the same glitch happens where when you play Caitlyn and you use the net shot, and for example, if you throw the net to the right, it'll actually throw it in the wrong fucking direction. Same thing with Thresh. There's too many cheaters or hackers that just purposely ruins the game, so I don't really recommend either of these characters, unfortunately. A cool character, cool fun character or game, but I mean, in reality, yeah, I wonder what happened. Yeah, he gets knocked out right there. If you guys don't understand what happened right there, is that the other team trying to show off, or maybe he's trying to show off, Riot Games, somebody is trying to show off a cool trick. They're like, look, against Thresh, you put a vision totem. If you can't understand, that's a vision totem. And it has the 3 little lines on it with the white bar. That's a vision totem. And so he was accidentally clicking the vision totem instead of the lantern. You can grab Thresh's lantern, and then it'll scoop up your character and you'll go flying to them, right? Yeah, but he accidentally hit the vision totem right there, and so they stopped him, right? They just trying to show off like funny tricks for people who's really passionate about the game, in my opinion. Yeah, one of the things that we notice about this game is that, like, when we see players going in the jungle all the time, I think one of the things that they're trying to force people to do, right? Just like how we say, oh, you go to work, right? You wake up and you go to work, or if you play jungler, you wake up and you go to the fucking jungle, right? Basically, like, no, you go to the jungle and you do your full fucking jungle clear, right? And you don't stop until you finish all the fucking minions, and then you go gank. Which is incorrect. That's incorrect, right? I don't know, it's a very weird again, it just feels like they're purposely trying to waste people's time. Because, I don't know, this is a free game. It feels like they're kind of making fun of people. It's a scam. It's just a pedophile casino, basically, right? Yeah, so right here he just starts running at them, which in reality, he loses like half of his health, or like a quarter of his health. I don't think that's worth it. They were both going back. Yeah, so look, and he's getting comboed again. And then again, his teammate doing all the work right here. Unfortunately, he wouldn't have got it if it wasn't for the Thresh right there. I don't know. They might be trying to say, oh well, if Riot Games didn't make this game, then you wouldn't be talking this bullshit. Did you see my Street Fighter clip just now? You're a dumbass. Shut the fuck up, bitch. They invited me to fucking the tournament host in my state invited me to the fucking fighting game tournament for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is a way fucking cooler game than this garbage. That game has fucking Iron Man in it, bitch. I was literally hanging out with fucking Iron Man in real fucking life. The world's best Iron Man players I'd be hanging out with, so in reality, if you guys want to talk some stupid shit, fuck off, bitch, right? Yeah, and then, again, in my opinion, this is not very... I mean, he does get... How much gold does he get here? When he chases them, when they have no mana. Let's see this. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, how much money? He got 300 gold. It's kind of worth it, but he took a bunch of damage. So unless he went shopping right away, that's really not worth it. Because the thing is, when they get back, if he doesn't also go back, then the jungler is probably gonna show up and he's just gonna die, right? He took like a quarter of his life damage for no fucking reason. And honestly, one of the reasons why America probably never wins is because he's doing stupid shit like that. They had no mana. Again, they're trying to say that they're the best or something. This is just like a commercial. This shit is basically a commercial or like racism. It's not that good, right? He's actually not making that good of decisions. Anyways, so how we found these videos, we typed in LOL Caitlyn Pro on YouTube, right? And so Double Lift, one of the first channels that came up. And then T1, one of the most respected or renowned or decorated teams, professional they want to say, which is bullshit. in my opinion, when we watch this clip, because I actually was just reviewing this clip. So SKT and T1 Rollster, or K Rollster, whatever the fuck they are, always placing in the top, like, 1 or 2 positions, right, at all the world championships. And again, this is very suspicious. This is very suspicious. This is not very believable, in my opinion. They do make some good, agreeable decisions or plays, but other than that, they're not that good, right? So, also, hold on, before we do this, or continue with this, we gotta go back to this double lift video and review the runes. Yeah, and see, look at this, right? Some of you guys might be saying, this is not acceptable, or your videos aren't that good, because you don't do... Look right here, this. They want stupid shit like this, right? I don't need dumbass pictures like this, right? Or little clips like this. I let the gameplay speak for itself, right? Actually, I don't have to bullshit with no fucking garbage pictures and try to hide behind no pictures. You want to talk about pictures, bitch? Oh, I got these. I make these pictures. You want to talk about pictures, right? I make other pictures. You want to talk about some stupid fucking pictures? I got pictures, bitch. I make more pictures than this. I make stories. I make pictures. So again, you want to talk about some stupid garbage like this, right? This little, cute little, I don't know, video clip of Caitlyn charging up her ace in the hole? Fuck off. You're an idiot, right? The gameplay speaks for itself. So... yeah, if you want to see something like this, go watch Dragon Ball Z or something, right? Dragon Ball Z way cooler than stupid fucking little clip like this. What the fuck are you talking about? Or go watch Monty Ohm, Dead Fantasy. That's the most fucking coolest shit ever in reality. Anyways, so he's got Lethal Tempo, makes sense, bot lane. It's a fun keystone or mastery. And then, again, he's bot lane, so there's twice as many targets to charge up the lethal tempo or to gain more attack speed. Presence of Mind is not that good, in my opinion. Presence of Mind is not that good. That's too greedy, and especially, we're gonna actually we're gonna talk about this in the next clip, how they're pushing or playing the lane, right? Yeah, I don't think Presence of Mind is that good. Triumph, a lot of the times, will save you, in my opinion, compared to Presence of Mind. Presence of Mind, especially on a character like Caitlyn, not really necessary. Because Caitlyn, she can do damage from long range with just auto attacks. She doesn't have to use the skills. She's not really like Ezreal, where Ezreal, I feel like Presence of Mind much more impactful, right? Ezreal's Mystic Shot or Arcane Barrage, whatever the fuck is called. That shit only costs like 30 mana or something, doesn't it? So Presence of Mind giving you a little bit of extra mana makes a lot more sense on a character like Ezreal compared to Caitlyn, where her shit is expensive as fuck. Unless you're going to try to do a cupcake. You're going to try to put a bear trap down, which the bear trap really doesn't make sense in my opinion. Like, you're not really reaching anything too far with a cupcake, and a lot of times you can walk around it. And if you're trying to combo it with something, I mean, you should just be grateful that Thresh landed a hook in the first place. You don't actually have to have the cupcake combo. I mean, some people might say that, oh, to be professional, you need a combo with the Thresh. Thresh not that good of a character. He has one of the worst fucking armor stats in the game early on. He's actually not that good. Thresh is actually probably a better jungler than he is a fucking bot lane character. Anyways, yeah, then Legend of Bloodline. Why the lifesteal? He has lifesteal page with no rejuvenation or revitalize. So, why not the attack speed? He has lethal tempo combos with attack speed. So this doesn't make sense at all. He has Legend of Bloodline for healing, right? A little bit of extra healing in the early game instead of damage. Again, very suspicious. And then coup de grace, because it sounds cooler than cut down. Coup de grace, again, professionally, you want to get someone to the brink of death, not be able to finish them off, right? I mean, finishing them off, you get the full reward or you cash in on the execution rewards or the gold. But in reality, in this game, if you're able to get someone down low, they will have to play differently compared to if they have a full health bar. So cut down is always more valuable, in my opinion. It doesn't make sense to have coup de grace. It does not make any sense at all. And then they have Gathering Storm, which doesn't make sense. And then, is that Absolute Focus? I think the other one's called Transcendence, right? Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. Those are scaling abilities. He's not winning right now. He's trying to power up later, which doesn't make sense, right? All of this shit, it doesn't make sense, dude. It's like he's playing like an MMO, and like he's farming. It's like a long game that he's playing, right? He's playing for the long run, not to win right fucking now, right? Bend it over, bust it open for me right now, right? Just like we said, just like the Gucci Man song. With it's one of the songs, right? It's a remix. If you don't know which one it is, it's probably not the good one, unfortunately. It's one of those songs. So if you guys look up that song and you think it's whack, it's probably because it's not the right one. And I don't even listen to that song. It's just funny how that kid talks, or how he's right now. Anyways, yeah, he's not winning right now, and you're not bending it over, busting it open right now, or in 30 seconds. The bitch ain't naked and pregnant in 30 seconds, then he's not winning, basically, right? This is garbage. This is a stupid presentation, right? This shit is fucking trash. Suspicious. This shit is suspicious, right? So anyways, now we're going to review one of the most winningest teams, right? And if you guys don't believe me, look, T1 Pay Z, we looked it up. T1 Pay Z, on the internet, we looked it up, right? So, Leaguepedia and Liquipedia, right? Liquipedia, one of our favorite resources for tournament match results and some game informations. And you can see right here, look, their achievements. So there's the kid, T1 Pay Z. And then their achievements: first place, third place, second place, first place, fifth place, first place, fourth place, first place, right? They're getting first place at all kinds of tournaments, right? And you can see, look at this shit, big money! Looks like pedophilia, honestly. It looks suspicious, I don't know. It looks like a scam, right? This shit looks like a scam, honestly. It just looks like some kind of Chinese emperor, selling vaginas or drugs or some shit, I don't know. Or making commercials, basically. That's what this shit looks like. So anyways, no, because we're gonna say why, or we're gonna show you why right fucking now, right? So again, look at this, same shit. Presence of Mind, Legend of Bloodline. And at least he has cut down, though. At least he has cut down. So cut down makes sense. Legend of Bloodline doesn't make that much sense. It doesn't make that much sense. 6% lifesteal, not as good as 3% attack speed, in my opinion. Right? Imagine if you were a fighter and you could be 3% faster than the other person, or you could like heal yourself instead, which that's not even real in a real fight. How are you healing yourself, right? I mean, if in a video game you might say it makes sense, but in reality, being faster is much more important in a video game. So, Legend of Bloodline makes no fucking sense ever. They're just trying to sell like a video game, honestly. That's what I think. They're like, look, you won't die. Or like having lifesteal or healing kind of sounds like a cool concept in a video game. So I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. But in reality, in my opinion, especially on Caitlyn, she has to cycle through auto attacks. She has to auto attack 5 times in a row, right? If she's not in the bushes, to get headshots, which headshots do increased damage, right? It does max damage on her auto attack when she has a headshot. So, Legend of Alacrity makes more sense, especially on Caitlyn. And And then again, Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm make no sense at all, especially in the early game. These are not good, right? Especially with the way or the combos that you guys saw Double Lift doing, right? He was always landing the cupcakes. He should have got and the Caliber Net. He should have got Cheap Shot. He should have got Cheap Shot to do increased damage or extra damage, especially when he doesn't land the cupcake or the Caliber Net. Thresh is still landing hooks and flays, so there's still movement impaired, so he would be doing true damage with the Cheap Shot as well, and then he would be getting more ultimates with Ultimate Hunter, or he would get extra Vision Totems with one of the Vision Totem masteries. So the sorcery page does not make any sense at all, in my opinion. This is very fake. This is not to win right now. Gathering Storm is the thing that powers you up over time, right? Not right now. You're trying to win later, not immediately. You should win immediately. And again, this doesn't make sense. Unless there's some kind of glitches that the game isn't telling you about, which then again, that's just to show what a disgrace Riot Games is, or what kind of games that they're making where they have all kinds of information available in their game, which is incorrect. All the information in the game just doesn't tell you the truth, right? If that's what they want to say. So anyways, putting a Vision Totem in the bushes is a losing play. This is a losing play. I mean, yeah, they are battling, but now they don't have control of the map, right? They don't know where anything is on the map. Their jungler is not showing where the other team's jungle is. They're trying to lose. They're trying to get killed right now, basically. By putting the Vision Totem in the bushes down here, nothing comes from over here on this side. They're trying to die. They're trying to get ambushed. Because no one's going to come from this side from the other team. They don't know where anything's coming from. So that's a losing play. I mean, yeah, they are going to play Super Smash Brothers a little bit right now, but unless you're going to win with this type of behavior, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. See, look at that play, or that Vision Totem, right? They came out even. The exchange was even, right? The exchange was even when they put a fucking Vision Totem. That's not a winning play. They wasted, they're trying to lose. I'm not fucking joking. That was really nice. At least they denied the other team's Vision Totem in the same bush. And then look at this. The Elise now is standing in the bushes instead of Caitlyn, which Caitlyn gets double headshots when she uses the bushes, right? She gets double headshots when she uses the bushes. So Elise shouldn't be in the bushes right now. I guess, I don't know, they're trying to avoid getting double comboed by the other team by not standing too close to each other. That makes sense. That is correct, but he should be the one in the bushes, or he should be in this bush over here. This is not correct positioning. They're trying to put their ding-a-ling on the screen, honestly. They're just like putting their cock out, and they're like, I'm bigger than you, or I'm stronger than you. Look at me. I'm gonna control the space over here and push you off of the lane right now, basically. Which, if they're doing that, that makes sense a little bit. But in reality, Pyke does the same shit as Thresh, where he can grab the other opponent and pull them this way, and then they would just get killed by the turret. The tower does 200 damage the first shot. The second shot, it'll do increased damage. Not another 200, it'll do more than 200 on the second shot. And then the third one will do even more than that. So, yeah, this is incorrect positioning. Again, they're overextended, right? So, they're doing a good job of winning the minions, which, let's see, how do they have minion advantage? Let's see this. They hit the minions twice compared to the other team. And now, when are they hitting the minions? They never hit the minions. 4 times? Okay. Yeah, so see, the problem is with the Ziggs and the Pyke is that Caitlyn automatically does more damage than Ziggs because she has a Doran's Blade. So that kind of makes sense for Ziggs to play a little more defensive here. Yeah, and then he missed his bouncy ball there. He should be going faster, in my opinion, right there, though. Because the thing is, again, they could go in the other team's jungle and rape the fucking shit out of the other team's jungler, right? Or they could put pressure on mid lane, which mid lane is actually overextended on the other team, right? But with how fast they're going or playing right now, they're not able to do that. Yeah, you guys saw right there, Pyke threw his little hook or his spear at them, his blade, trying to pull them, and he immediately ghosted right here. Look at this. He ghosted. I like this. I like them using the ghost just for some extra move speed. But look at that. Look at that. He missed. That's not a winner, bro. That's not world champion material. That is not a world champion. Look at this. So they were both grouped up, which makes sense. But in reality, there is no reason for that to ever connect with anything. That will never land. And that's proof. That is proof, especially if they want to say that they're playing a ranked match against similarly skilled players. This shit is a commercial, dude. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to make a commercial right now. I'm telling you guys the fucking truth, right? This shit is very suspicious or just dumb. This shit is dumb as hell, honestly. It's just not good. Yeah, so this is the problem, though, is that this is not good gameplay or good video or media that these people produce. Oh, he lands the cupcake right there, which is nice. That's pretty nice. And this is what I was talking about. The vision totems. But he doesn't leave the lane. He doesn't. They're going too slow. They're trying to stay in the lane for fucking forever here. And they're trying to get 3 versus 2 because the jungler for their team is on the other side of the map. So they're actually in danger right now. They're way overextended. Yeah, Elise is literally fucking dead. Ziggs could combo the fucking shit out of Elise, and she would probably be close to dying. Oh, they're so lucky that Pyke didn't rape the fucking shit out of them. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so anyways, let's go back. Let's see. They're playing really slow. This is not world champion material here. This shit is fake as fuck. This shit is a scam. This is literally fucking casino bullshit. And then Ziggs puts the C4 pack underneath him instead of underneath Elise. Elise would have fucking almost died, or if she didn't die. And then they could probably just touch her one time. Good use of the cupcake there, but I mean, this shit is not that good. It's not that good of gameplay. These kids are like, they're just part of like the KKK pedophile network, or like drug dealers, basically. That's what this shit looks or feels like. It's like they love selling vaginas. Yeah, that's just not good. That's not a good video. They want to say world champion, #1. Yeah, fucking right, bitch. You gotta show me something better than that. You want to say #1. That's some garbage, honestly. That, again, League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm. I mean, technically, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe they don't really have experience with video games, these kids. Who knows? So, anyways, let's check out our replay, right? We're going to do a deep dive on how the decisions we make, the things that the items we got. Or first, let's look at something fun, right? To cleanse our fucking brain. Get rid of that fucking bullshit we just watched. So, we got Dan Haynig on YouTube. I see. Here's some fun music. Get Low. This shit is funny. Is it Get Low? Hold on, I'm gonna pause it and make sure I'm showing you guys the right songs. So this is music. Okay, so yeah, the Get Low by Dan Heenig or Hainig, I don't know. We're gonna listen to it with the sound on, and if YouTube tries to say some bullshit, we'll listen to it again or watch it again with the sound off. But basically, this guy goes to a coffee shop, and if you guys don't know what Get Low is, super famous song from Need for Speed or the hip hop cultures, right? Get Low, East Side Boys, I think. Is it with the S or Z? East Side Boys. Oh, it's with the Z. Yeah, so Lil Jon. Yeah, so look, this is the song that this dude is playing on the guitar at the coffee shop. This fucking song, right? Look at this shit. So you guys saw the picture, right? You guys saw that picture? Look, Club Body Tap. Yeah, look. See, this is the song he's playing on the fucking guitar. This song. Look at the dude's... Right? Yeah, so look, the lady's boxing in the fucking... Nah, and they're having they're having a pool party. So look, anyways.
369, damn, you're fine.
Yay! I'm not gonna sing it. You guys gotta give me extra money for that.
From the window to the wall.
Are you guys gonna behave better?
Until sweat drops down my balls. Oh, these bitches crawl. Oh, CC, motherfucker. Oh, CC, goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, CC, motherfucker. Oh, CC, goddamn. Back it up. Back.
Yeah, so there's this, right? This guy does some pretty cool, fun stuff, and then we got the Skechers song. Let's check out the Skechers Drip Report. This one's fun. Oh yeah, we gotta hold on. We gotta watch it without the sound on, right? Because YouTube might say you gotta take that shit off your fucking YouTube, bitch. You can't show that to nobody. You can't show that to nobody on YouTube. You can't listen to that. Where's the mute button, bitch? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so this song, right? Get Low, Dan Hainig. Yeah, go look at it or listen to it, right? Hey, look, without the sound this time, so YouTube doesn't shit their pants all over the place. Yay! Dum 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 dum. He's doing that song. It's from Need for Speed Underground. Some kids might know it. Anyways, now we got the Drip Report, the Skechers. This song is hilarious. So look, I try to stop, but I can't stop. I just can't stop thinking about her. What is this? What are they talking about? All I remember is she wears the Skechers. To light up ones. I think that this song would probably be, would trigger the copyright. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna... You just check this song out. If you guys are interested in music, or if you guys want to see what this shit is, this song's fucking hilarious. Look at this! Look, they got the big... They got Big Chubby Man doing the... Oh shit, what? I don't remember that. Yeah, look, now they got the big man with the big belly busting out. Nah, his nipples popping out. Popping. Nah. this is a fun song. Is there other songs that I put on here that we gotta look at? There's for sure a playlist. Let me see. That's it for right now. I think. I don't know. There might be some on the here. Let me check. I got a playlist for videos that we be looking at on YouTube. Let me see. Where is this? Here it is. Okay, so there's a crazy video where people slapping the shit out of other people that I think we could review that as well. A little insight on people's behavior and how they treat people, which be nice, guys. Don't be stupid. Don't hit people or hurt people. Stop breaking the law and scamming people. Stop being fucking stupid, right? That shit is literally illegal. You can't behave that way. That's disgraceful. Or that's not cool. It's not. It's like imagine if someone else did that to you, right? I mean, yeah, some of these people might have a certain idea, right? Of, oh, but somebody else started something else first, or they did it first, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, right? Whatever happened, I mean, imagine if someone else did that shit to you, right? So anyways, yeah, we're gonna look at our League of Legends match now. We're gonna do a realistic analysis of what's actually happening in the game. We're gonna bust it down, right? I'm gonna show you guys what's actually happening, what's really going on. Alright, let's do it. So, we're playing Caitlyn. In the jungle. Caitlyn in the jungle makes a lot of sense, because she can use a lot of the bushes for double headshots, and she can hide the cupcake traps, just like Teemo can use the mushrooms. And look, here's the famous spot where you can see everything. This spot is fucking broken, or this side of the map is too good for blue side, because you can see everything that comes in on this side right here and over here, right? On these little rocks right here, on this spot on the map, you can see all the rocks. You stand right there and you can see fucking everything, right? So let's see what's happening with our teammates. This vision totem can work sometimes, but it's too early, in my opinion. You should just be waiting right here and then play the game, right? I don't know. I guess it makes sense if the jungler from the other team comes down, but Warwick, especially if it's Warwick, you don't have to worry about that. Warwick's not gonna do a fucking flash Damashian standard like a Jarvan would, right? Warwick is not Jarvan. Unfortunately, Warwick is not Trundle or Jarvan, so you're not having to worry really that much about Warwick running through here. This vision totem's terrible. I'll give you guys credit when you do well. Again, we gave Doublelift all the respect and the credits when he's comboing with the cupcakes. That's really impressive. We said it, right? But I mean, we also have to call them out on bullshit if they're bullshitting as well, right? So again, in my opinion, this is not a good vision totem here. It should just wait over here. You could wait right here, or even better, right here, because then you can see everything coming from this side. You can see everything coming from over here and over here. You can see everything. Do you guys speak English? You can see everything. When I say everything, this is the best spot on both sides of the jungle for the red buff, right? This bush right here, it's mirrored, right? The map is mirrored, so this is literally the same spot as this spot over here, right? You can see everything coming from over here, and you have cover from the bushes. So you're able to act first. So, yeah. Right here, you're not protected or covered by the bushes, but again, you can see everything and you have enough time to be able to move or react if someone tries to mess with you, right? And then you have the advantage of probably being able to get in the bushes first if you're standing right here as well. So if you get in the bushes, the other team can't see you unless you put a vision totem there, so you will for sure get first strike. At least you'll be able to do damage first to them, which is not always the best depending on which character you're playing. Different characters has different goals on how to play the game or how to win, right? Not every character does the same thing. Again, every character has a different way to be successful or to win at the game, right? But usually getting first strike using the bushes for cover is really good, right? Or you can just run away as well, right? Depends on the situation. Like if there's 3 people coming, you could just run away, no problem. Like they would have to spend so much resources to try to get you if there was like 3 people coming, which technically if it's 3 people using all of their shit, like something like flash, just to get you and exhaust and ignite and shit like that, and 3 of them right at the beginning of the game, then even if they get you, the other team is at a loss, right? Just like how they do in card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. They like to talk about card advantage, where spending a certain amount of cards will lead to a certain outcome. If they use 3-4 fucking summoner spells just for one person right at the beginning of the match, in my opinion, that's a loss, right? Because they will be at a huge disadvantage in the next coming moments or plays, right? It's kind of like chess, right? Like they spent their pawn or their rook or their bishop, their knight, whatever you want to call it, all for one piece on the board, right? So in reality, it's not that good. So you don't have to worry so much about something like that. And again, you could just run away most of the times if you see them. So this, again, right here, on this side of the map is fucking retarded. This shit is broken. You can literally see everything that comes in over here. I should have been standing a little bit to the left, but I'm pretty sure I would have caught something coming around the corner here anyways. Yeah, because you can see, I could see way too far over here, which technically, that's too picky or precise, in my opinion, from the game developers. So, I don't know if they intentionally did that, but if that is intentional, then, I don't know, they should maybe make that a little easier to do, right? That's too picky or too precise, in my opinion, for a stupid trick like that, right? So anyways, now what we do is we give our team information, right? Just like we said, this vision totem doesn't really make sense. Now our team knows that they're not over here, right? So we check the bushes here, and now we see over here he's not at the Raptors. The Raptor is one of the most popular first objectives for the jungler, right? So this guy is on the other team, right? And we're figuring out where he's at right now. We know he's not here because we just guarded our entrance to our jungle on both sides. They can't walk through over here because they will die. The turret, the tower, will eat their booty cheeks. It will literally just eat them alive, bro. It will have them for breakfast. And that's not a joke. And then look, we have all the information in the fucking universe right now. So unfortunately, I don't think anyone was watching right here. The only other entrance to our red side jungle. But we could guarantee basically that he's either over here or he's over here, right? Because our team dropping the ball a little bit. They're fucking jacking off, or they're on YouTube or Instagram. They were taking a piss, or they're wiping their asshole, right? I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're they're eating gummy worms or some shit, right? And so, instead of watching our fucking jungle, instead of checking where the fuck our jungle is, right, or what's in our side of the map, they're eating fucking gummy worms for the first 1 minute of the match, right? And they want to talk about disruptive behavior. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not the one who's I'm helping my team right now. I'm winning. We're winning right now. You guys see this shit? We're fucking winning. This is how you win at this fucking game, right? And so now we saw that, and I feel comfortable doing the Raptors right now. I love doing the buffs first, especially because the sooner you do a buff, the more buffs you will get in the long run. However, I don't really believe in that long of a match in this game, especially if the team is fucking garbage, right? Unfortunately, or if they're cheating, especially if someone's cheating, if the other team is cheating. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with that bullshit. I don't hang out with retards, right? So anyways, we use the bushes. You see this? Caitlyn gets double headshots in the bushes. Every 5 attacks, Caitlyn fires a headshot. Attacks while in the brush count as 2 for building towards a headshot. Headshots deal additional damage. You see this? And then if they're in a cupcake trap, the Yordle snap trap, the bear trap that she has, they'll do even more damage. They do double damage if they're in a cupcake trap, right? Which, the reason why Caitlyn Jungle is such a good idea, in my opinion, which usually she's very popular bot lane, right? But it's not very easy to make them run into the bushes purposely bot lane, right? If you're in the jungler has to walk through here, right? They have to walk through here, they have to go through here, and they will probably chase you a lot of the times, the jungler, right? Because there's no towers anywhere. So you can make them chase you or battle you a lot of the times very easily, right? There's nothing getting in the way or stopping the other jungler. When you're over here, you can only go up to this far before this shit starts raping the shit out of them, right? And again, the main focus in the lane is actually these things. I mean, yeah, they want to play Super Smash Brothers or pretend that this shit is Tekken or Street Fighter or fucking Pokemon Battles, Pokemon Stadium, or whatever the fuck. But in reality, the main way, or one of the main ways to win, is to get an advantage with the minions. This is not coincidental or some kind of analogy for real life. I mean, technically it kind of makes sense in real life if you were to think, oh, well, I have more minions, my minions are gonna fuck you up, right? Kind of like that. Because that's what actually happens in the game, right? You have to deal with the fucking minions. That's actually the truth. And I'm not saying that negatively or as a threat or anything like that. I'm talking about a video game, right? And if you think about it, that makes sense. Because these guys do damage. This guy does 21 damage, this small guy. See, look, and they turned around. They're facing the wrong fucking direction. Because Nasus ran the wrong fucking way. He's overextended, you see? So you can see they're all pointing their wands this way. Because Nasus is on the red team. These guys are in the blue team. You see this shit? So they're like, hey, what the fuck is Nasus doing over here? So they start blasting him. Right? So anyways, yeah. Caitlyn, the cupcake's really good idea over here. Right? Again, there's basically nothing stopping us over here. I mean, there's towers right here, but usually we want to go this way. So anyways, the Raptor's really good beginning option, because it doesn't really give away where we started our jungle at or from, unless we walk through over here maybe, but in reality we could have came out this way and then walked all the way around here. Because if we don't have the red buff on, then it is not obvious where the fuck we went. And you can see Warwick either didn't pay attention or he gets tricked and we wasted his fucking time. So we absolutely owning the shit out of the other fucking jungler. So yeah, doing the Raptors first is actually decent. And even better, Caitlyn does AoE or splash damage. She can do splash damage, right? So she got the swag drip or whatever the youngins wants to say. So she can do splash, make it splash on them, right? She got the swag drip. She's splashing all over these. We in the splash zone. Watch out, Shamu's coming. So we can hit more than one thing at one time. Which, look at this. There's a bunch of guys over here. The splash damage, very nice. Very good for Caitlyn. Piltover Peacemaker does splash damage.
Boom, headshot.
And we're almost done. We use our net here. Little funny that I ran into them there, but if you run too far away, the camp will reset, and then all of the fucking minions, the raptors, will actually go back to full health. They will go back to full health, so in reality, if you run away too far, then it'll just reset, and it'll fuck up your time, and waste your time, basically. So, yep, we get the raptor camp, and then look at this. Vex is overextended like he should be. He should be overextended, or he shouldn't be. Right? And very unpredictable, or not very common in Twitch TV standards, or these fucking fake-ass tournaments, that these videos that they keep showing everybody. Look, Warwick watches too much Brocha. This is a fucking Brocha worshipper or lover over here, going through the full fucking jungle clear before he helps anyone on his team. No, we just take the first fucking thing, and we showed our team where everything is at right now. We know that this guy's over here. We have guaranteed 100 fucking % this guy's over here. And so, yeah, we instantly pop out of the jungle. This guy's overextended. He's too far up. He's not next to this shit. So, he's in danger. So, we come out. Yeah, Vex, very believable that Vex would outpush Diana. You gotta be crazy or really good at Diana to be further up than Vex right now. In my opinion, Vex playing the game correctly or doing well. However, they did not watch their red side jungle. So, in reality, they could be helping his teammate, which one of the things that we always talk about or show in our videos. In reality, if I was the Vex player, I would be in the fucking jungle next to Warwick right now. This is one of the famous things that they used to teach in the old days. They used to show people this all the time in the old videos. They would call it leashing your jungler. It's like, hey, give your jungler a good leash, right? That's what they would say, or that's what it was called. Leashing for the jungle meant that you would help the jungler in the old days, because the game has changed a lot. In the old days, most junglers could not go through the jungle by themselves. At the beginning of the game, they would literally just fucking die. They would literally die if they tried to do this shit by themselves. Warwick was one of the only characters that could do the jungle by themselves in the old days. But if you weren't playing a character like Warwick, or one of the really top tier, overpowered, good jungle characters in the old days, you had to get a leash, or it was impossible. That's not a fucking joke. So if I was this kid, if I was Vex, I would actually be helping Warwick right now. So he would not be in trouble right now if he was helping this guy over here. But unfortunately, this guy thinks he's fucking Jesus, or this guy invented water. He thinks he invented water, and he's unstoppable, and so he doesn't have to help his teammate, right? I mean, just think about it. If he was over here, he would be it would be two people versus one person, maybe, if I went over there, or if we went over there, it would be 2 versus 2, right? You can see that these two people are over here, and you can see this guy's over here. He doesn't know where anything is, so he should have either been guarding and protecting this shit, and he could have got first strike, or in reality, he could help his Warwick, his teammate, go twice as fast. 2 times faster than I would be going through my jungle. Because I didn't get a leash. I didn't get a leash from anyone. No one helped me with my fucking raptor camp over here. And no one's helping him over here at all. So this guy's getting a slower blue buff rotation. This golem, this big rock guy, gives a blue buff, which gives you better cooldowns and infinity mana, basically. Basically, not literally, but basically. This shit gives you infinity mana, and every 5 minutes after you take this shit out, or you knock it out, a new one will come out. A new one will come out. So, this guy is gonna have to wait even longer to get a new one of these, because no one's fucking helping him to do the objective, right? This is one of the biggest objectives in the jungle, is the blue buff, and then the red buff over here. There's a red buff here, and a red buff here. Again, it's mirrored, right? So this is blue, this is red, and then this is red. I'm on the bottom right side of the screen where the little map is, right? So this is red, and then you go up, that's red, and then over here on the left side, this is blue, and then on the right side, this is also blue. So this guy's getting less blue buffs because no one's helping him. No one's helping with anything right now, basically. I mean, I helped. I showed my team. Warwick is over here. Warwick is over here, guaranteed. Where the fuck else would he be? We saw he's not over here. It's impossible for him to be over here. And we saw he's not over here. And some of you might say, what about right here? This shit doesn't show up until after both of these. This shit spawns later now. They all used to spawn at the same time, but now this one actually shows up after this one and this one. So he would be going slow as fuck if he was waiting for this shit. So again, this guy fucked up. This guy is a big dummy. Now we set up the cupcakes, and we give him an option. Look where he... This guy's shitting in his pants like, oh fuck. Surprise, mother sucker. He turned around, he's like, oh dang. Boom, smoked the fucking shit out of him. And for some reason he goes for the jungler, trying to piss me off, or I don't know, make a movie or some shit. Which, in reality, it is never correct to aim for the jungler unless you know you're gonna knock them out, right? Because the jungler gets free healing in the jungle. Whenever they knock out jungle objectives, most junglers that are good junglers, the characters, right? Certain characters struggles early in the jungle, just like we were saying. A lot has changed, but in reality, still some of the same characters that struggles in the jungle early, they will take a shitload of damage in the jungle if you don't play the game correctly or play the characters correctly, right? So he should have gone for Diana here. Even though Diana has teleport to get back to the lane faster, it is correct in my opinion. He should have gone for Diana because the jungler can always heal in the jungle for free. There's basically nothing to worry about in the jungle. We combo the shit out of him. Yeah, it seemed like he flashed. If he didn't flash my Q, the Piltover Peacemaker, look how cool that looks, by the way. We paused it at like the perfect moment. Yeah, boom. He fucking exploded. You see that? They're overextended. Every decision this kid made, look at that, by the way. That's so funny. They're like doing a flip. They're floating in midair. They're looking like fucking Koseki Bibu. Project 81800. No, they're looking like our little stuffed animal. The little stuff back there, that one. Oh man, get Shrek'd. Shrek'd and erected. fucking smoke the shit out of that kid. Yeah, now we slam dunk on their vagina. We get the first turret plate, we cash out, we get some huge rewards here, and then they always pop out, I'm pretty sure, on the sides of the turret now. Teleport, I think it used to be different, but now I think they always pop out on the left or the right. So I put a cupcake on the left side of the turret, and look where they come out. I don't know, I don't use the teleport. Maybe you can pick which side you come out on, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Anyways, look, boom. He lands on the fucking cupcake right when he gets back. He's too greedy. They should have teleported to this fucking turret. This is good enough. Look how close it is. Look how close this shit is. That's literally like half a second of walking, or 1 second. They should not have teleported over here. They're trying to take extra damage. Again, I don't use teleport because in my opinion it's fucking garbage. Which, I don't know. It's fun or a cool idea, and it can help you stay competitive or keep up with the other players if you're behind, but again, that's if you're losing, right? I mean, you can use it to win more, but it doesn't do damage, right? It doesn't do damage. I mean, it can help you, like, teleport to a vision totem. So, how this guy's overextended right here, you could actually teleport it over here to this vision totem. That's if your teammate actually has a fucking vision totem over here in the first place, though. That's the problem, right? If your teammate doesn't have a vision totem, and the minions aren't over here, then the teleport to help his Illaoi versus the set, it wouldn't work. Teleport's not actually that good. It's not like Dota, where Dota you can pick most places on your side of the map, right? Which, I mean, technically you can, kinda, but it's not that good in my opinion. It's fun. It's kind of fun, but waiting 5 minutes for another one is not that fun in reality. And then look, boom! Huge damage, because, again, too greedy. They should have teleported to this fucking turret. If they have the option to teleport to this turret, they should have teleported to this one. So, yeah, their greed just took them a quarter of their life, or a fifth of their life bar right there. Because they're too fucking greedy. Oh, and then our items, right? We got Scout Slingshot, because it does extra magic damage whenever we deal damage to a champion. And then we get a dagger as well for more attack speed, again, because Caitlyn's main thing, or her passive ability for her champion, is headshot, right? Every 5 attacks. So the faster we attack, because dagger and Scout Slingshot builds from 2 daggers, or 1 dagger. I don't know, they always change the fucking items. It doesn't matter. I play quick play, and in quick play you can afford a Scout Slingshot immediately. So the Scout Slingshot, and I really usually never have problems with the fucking money in this game. I'm pretty sure it costs 600. I know that much, right? So the Scout Slingshot, again, it builds from daggers. You get 20% attack speed, and then the dagger again gives attack speed. We're fucking blasting daggers out of a fucking slingshot. So we got all kinds of extra attack speed to help us cycle through headshots, right? More headshots, more damage, more headshots, right? It's that simple. And then again, we come over here to figure out where everything is. We put a vision totem to catch the Weedwick if he's coming. And look, now Weedwick finally shows up. But Vex, see, this is one of the famous things that is so fucking annoying playing as a jungler. Sometimes people will be so... I'm not fucking joking. This is the truth or reality. This is the main focus a lot of the times. These little guys. The minions? These little guys in the little car and the little outfits, the small ones, not the champions, not the mouse or the fucking... this, I don't know, armored dog, right? That's not really the main focus for a lot of people. Some people thinks this shit is Super Smash Brothers, right? But most kids or a lot of kids, this is the easiest way for guaranteed money, right? And the problem is too is that a lot of kids doesn't know all the champions either, so you might actually lose 2 versus 1 as well as the problem. See, look, so what happens here is his teammate comes, so he's either not paying attention to his teammate, which again, even if you tell your teammate that you're coming a lot of times in this game, they don't pay attention or they don't know what the fuck is actually happening, right? So, look, he's too occupied with this shit. Again, this is why pushing the lane more quickly than your opponent is so important, because when the turret starts hitting the minions, it kills the minions and they don't get full credit, right? Because you have to execute the minions. You have to get the last hit on the minions to get full credit for the gold rewards for money, right? Which, I don't know, that's kind of a weird idea if you apply it to real life. But we're just talking about the video game, okay? This is a video game. Real life is not like that. You're not supposed to get rewarded for executing people, right? I mean, maybe giving them a happy ending or a massage, maybe that's what they're talking about. But again, that shit is also fucked up and very nasty or weird in my opinion. Kind of weird. So, anyways, yeah, this kid is so focused, especially the cannon minion is here. The cannon minion gives the most rewards and is not in every wave. It's not in every wave, right? There's not always a cannon minion in every wave. So the cannon minion is here. He's trying to get the extra rewards, and he got it right there. You see that 74 big ones. 74 big ones. That kid is celebrating. And now look, see, he wasn't paying attention, or he was actually getting his fucking ass beat by the minions. So he had to run backwards. He had to run backwards. And the problem is that if he ran forwards, the minions would have chased him, and they would have kept beating the fucking shit out of him. Because the minions can detect if they're not hitting the turret. If they're not hitting the turret, the minions will detect that you're hitting the champion from the other team, and the minions will chase you and start doing damage to you. You can see right there, he was actually taking damage before this. Look. He's actually taking damage because there's no minions on his side to take the damage. See, the little minions are fighting each other right now. You see this? And now look. Look, they start hitting him. You see that? All the little balls hitting him? They're doing damage to him, so he has to run away. And so that's one of the most annoying things playing as the jungler. And look at him. He's like, meow, meow. He's like, God damn it. No! Why? He's doing the squeak. He squeaks on him, and then he has to run away. He has to fucking run away, because he had no minions. You see that? So, we fucking raped the shit out of this kid. We raped the shit out of him, and now Warwick was not paying attention, dude. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He turned his brain off, or we tricked him so fucking good, because we did the Raptors first. And he had no fucking idea where the fuck we came from. We're unpredictable, bitch. They don't know what the hell's going on. And that entire time, we're stealing his shit from their side of the map. We started doing his red buff. Yeah, see, look, and now we got the red buff, and we set the cupcake. This is why I think Caitlyn could be such a good jungler. He can't see this cupcake. It's in the bushes. He has no fucking idea that this cupcake is there. So if he runs into that bear trap, we're doing crazy fucking damage, and he's stuck in place if he runs into it. So we saw that he's coming, and we put just one bear trap, right? We put one, and he runs right by. He's like, where the fuck is my shit at? No! Yeah, and then we just leave. We just leave. We're not trying to play Super Smash Brothers because this dude, again, overextended. Overextended. Yeah, the thing is about the characters that's not in the jungle is that they automatically level up just by standing next to the minions. Even if they don't get the last hit or the execute on the minions, they still get full EXP, I'm pretty sure. right? They still get the full experience rewards just by being close enough to the minions. So they level up. And when you level up in this game, your stats will go up, right? So taking out this guy, in my opinion, is a bigger reward, or stopping them, right? Because of Vex will usually, the lane characters, especially top lane and middle lane, because they don't have to share experience with another player from the same team, will always be the highest level, and then they will always have the best stats, right? Or the best items usually, unless you do crazy good 2 versus 2, right? Because then you get twice as many points, basically, because there's twice as many people. But usually, mid lane and top lane will be the biggest characters, because they don't have to share experience or minions or items or gold with the other player, right? So stopping this guy instead of chasing this guy is more important. Especially, we already raped the shit out of him over here. We took half of his shit, or more than half of his shit over here. He's doing the fucking golems all the way on the top of the map over here. He has no options over here, basically, after this. This is one of the worst camps, in my opinion, to do. Because where the fuck is he gonna go after this? He's gonna have to run all the way down here if he wants to help these people, right? Or he's gonna have to go here, or only here, or he's gonna have to run all the way back over here again if he's gonna help over here. That's why, again, I was saying that the Raptors camp is such a good or popular camp, in my opinion, is because you have so many options after you do this, right? After you do this one, with all the little guys, you could go here, you could go here, you could go here, you could go over here, you could go over here, alright? There's so many options from this. Over here, it's gonna take you fucking forever to get anywhere. And that's why move speed is such an important stat in the jungle. Because at least if you have move speed, then it's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, it is still a pretty big deal, and this is not the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty bad in my opinion. It's not that good, right? Especially because we took more than half his shit. So he should have actually gone over here. If he went over here, this dude would be pretty well off, right? But this is fucked up. This dude fell asleep, bro. This dude's asleep. He's not paying attention. And again, they don't know where my character was at all. They had no fucking idea where my character was at either. So that's a huge problem for their team. Again, we catch this guy overextended twice now. Information is a big deal. So again, we use our exhaust this time, because Diana was not here, and he's level 5 now, right? So he's way bigger. So we combo the fucking shit out of him. Boom! Gets exploded. Yeah, and then we're a little bit lower on health that time, so the exhaust even better. Again, use the summoner spells if you have it. Don't hold it or be too greedy. Just like we said, we loved when that kid, the T1 Pays, used the ghost early just to run around in the lane. That was so good. That was so fucking good. I love that shit. You gotta use the summoner spells. You can't wait fucking 7 minutes to use a fucking ignite. Use it right away. Fucking just ignite. It does damage all the time. It always does the same fucking thing. Some kids get so greedy, they're like, no, I wanna knock them out with the ignite. No, you gotta do damage. It does damage. You see this? You wanna knock them out, you gotta do fucking damage. You can't wait to get the execute with the fucking ignite. And look again, slam dunking on their freaking, on their vagina again. Buckets all fucking day. We getting all the turret plates. We taking out their building. Very nice. Yeah, all of the lines represents a milestone, and every milestone that you get a reward, right? And then again, we take a little bit of damage there, but we combo the fucking shit out of him, and he spent a lot of mana. So that's actually a gigantic win for us. Look, he's already down a quarter of his mana bar, and he had to use a potion. And we know that Warwick was over here because we had a vision totem. Look at this. So this is huge. This is why putting vision totems in the jungle is so important, or so good. We know that Warwick is over here, so maybe we won't go to our blue buff, because he could just run straight to our blue buff from the Raptors, and we just gotta accept that, right? Sometimes you have to give up your blue buff. It's a fucking disaster nightmare, and you might want to cry, and you say, oh man, I don't get a blue buff anymore. We're winning. We gotta be, we gotta focus on the positive and be happy that we're doing something, right? So, we go to our Raptors. We go to our own Raptors on our side of the jungle, because we know Warwick's over here. So we're safe to farm our own Raptors, and now we pick up the experience over here and a little bit of gold. Junglers don't always get full rewards or credit for the lane minions, so it's not really the best idea to always be sitting in the lane as the jungler, but sometimes you can do it, right? Especially depending on your character. Caitlyn, really good for that, being in a 2 versus 1 jungler with a main laner or 3 versus 2 lane, because she's a ranged character. So yeah, we took our own Raptor camp right there because we know that Warwick's over here and we're not in danger of him showing up and raping the fucking shit out of us over here, right? So we get a little bit of extra gold and experience right there, and look at this, we're fucking level 6 now. We're level 6, and we get a static shiv. Again, we get the scout slingshot because it's more consistent than getting a fucking agility cloak for 10% crits. Agility cloak is a fucking, it's not a real item. It's not. It's a pretend item. It's pretending that you have a fucking item, right? The reason why it's like that is because it's balanced well, right? A lot of this game is balanced pretty decently. A lot of the new shit, I don't know, kind of cringe and a little retarded, overpowered in my opinion. Like the Dusk and Dawn, I feel like might be too good. It's too good and it sucks at the same time, right? A weird balancing situation with that item. But yeah, look, we actually expected Nasus to run up over here, but this guy's crazy. And even worse, our fucking teammate. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? They're so focused. They're so fucking focused on the minions. We come to help our teammate. They're not fucking paying attention and they don't help, right? So look, we get a combo here. Combo the double headshots. We get full damage, max damage, Peacemaker. The Peacemaker, her Q ability, it does the most or max damage to the first target. And then after it connects with something, an enemy unit, it'll do reduced damage to anything it hits afterwards, right? So we did max damage there with the Peacemaker, and we got like 3, look at this shit. Fucking like 3 or 4 cupcake traps in a row. That shit was fucking hilarious. And now we pop an ace in the hole. We use our ultimate immediately on the Ziggs. Holy shit, how much damage did it do? No way. It did that much damage? Hold on. Oh no, he took some damage from Lux. Now the minions are raping him. Oh, juicy. He just got back. He just got back to his lane. So look at that. We getting 1.5 characters right there. Instantly.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And now we get move speed. So static shiv really nice because it gives Caitlyn everything she wants, right? She wants attack damage, she wants attack speed and move speed, and it also helps us do splash damage, right? AoE, area of effect damage. On the first 3 attacks, whenever the static shiv is off cooldown, it'll do chain lightning, splash damage. And now look at this. This was annoying. This shit was so fucking annoying. Nobody... So I'm not just gonna blame the fucking Lux, right? Usually it is the support characters to put vision totems on the map. because they have a runic compass, but every character in the game technically has fucking vision totems, right? I could have put a vision totem at the dragon, but in reality, when I play mid lane, I'll be putting fucking vision totems at the dragon a lot. Or if I'm playing bot lane, I'll even put vision totems at the dragon. The dragon is a huge objective, so this was annoying. No one had a fucking vision totem over here. It's 7 minutes into the game. The dragon has been up for 2 minutes now. I'm pretty sure the dragon spawns at 5 minutes. I don't know. They might have changed it, and again, we're playing quick play. Quick play is different from ranked mode right now. So, at least we have our Scryer's Orb, so that's nice. So, we pop the crystal ball here. Yeah, look, the crystal ball, depending on... Man, the crystal ball is so fucking complicated. You gotta be so precise with it. They need to change the crystal ball, or the Scryer's Orb, to act like the enhanced Rift Scuttle. The little fucking... the crab, the river crab. They need to change it to like the purple river crab, where at least it doesn't have to reveal like all the wards early in the game. But at least if it's this one over here, I don't know, they gotta figure something out. It needs to reveal like a circle instead of fucking a cone, because you gotta position yourself in relation to where the fucking cone you want the cone to go or reveal. So that shit, in my opinion, is a little too annoying or complicated. I don't know, maybe they like it, but in my opinion, it's kind of stupid. Anyways, yeah, so we position behind it because it'll shoot the cone this way, right? So it reveals, so look, they have the eyeballs above their heads. So we can see that Warwick is over here, and we can see Nasus is over here. So we pop the crystal ball, and it showed us that they're both over here doing the dragon. They're getting their asses licked. They doing freaky things with the dragon right now. They getting freaky style with it. Now they're like Donkey and Shrek. And we set up cupcake traps. They're fucking trapped now. They can't. They can't escape. There's no escape. It's time to get paid, pussy. Now we getting this money. Yeah, we locked them in the fucking dragon pit, and they can't run away. We smite the dragon. And look, they're trapped. This dude tried to run away, but he couldn't. He has no flash. Look, see, Nasus tries to flash over the wall, but he didn't make it in time. And so now they have no choice but to fight and to eat our cupcakes. Now Diana getting freaky style over here. We come help her. And then look, we're not greedy with the fucking exhaust. Even though the guy was almost knocked out and there's no turret, we already got the turret, we use the exhaust. Don't be greedy with your summoner spells. Just use it. Just use the fucking summoner, guys. Use your ultimate, use the summoner. I mean, depending on the situation, it might not always be the best, but don't be stupid or greedy, right? Just fucking use it. And look at this. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh! 1 headshot. 2 headshots. 3. I think we got him 3 headshots. Oh! Another one! And then even used the flash to try to catch us and survive. He does have a bloodthirster, and his Q does heal him. His Q does a huge heal. But nah, we got so many fucking headshots right there. That dude eating our poopies. Now that dude pooping in his pants. We made that guy poop in his pants. So, oh my god, that was so close. What do you guys think? Did he get his ultimate right there? That was really close. Whatever you guys want to say. See the cupcakes. Cupcakes putting in the work. He had to run the opposite direction. He had to run away from us. Yeah, we're actually level 9, and now he's level 7 still. That makes a lot more sense to me. funny. So our cupcake was still over here, Nasus getting caught. And now Set coming down. Which, funny enough, this is crazy. Set hasn't done anything on the map except for go top lane this entire fucking time. He didn't go in the jungle. He didn't come help mid lane. He didn't go bot lane. He didn't help with the dragon. He just been in fucking vacation mode over here. This dude he turned his brain off. He just went top lane and he forgot about the world. This dude is on a fucking different planet this entire time. He just got back to planet Earth. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? He forgot this is a team game. And now Warwick showing up again, but there's 3 of us over here. Yeah, we tried to go the other way to help with Vex, but Vex died 5 times now. So in reality, Vex isn't a nightmare. That kid's having a fucking disease right now. He's discovering new forms of diseases that he didn't know he could get. Not even the scientist knows about those kind of fucking disease. That's all brand new shit that kid's discovering. And then Set ran away here. We were actually trying to get the fucking turret over here, but we died because Set left. Yeah, the thing is that we're so gigantic right now. So, I was thinking about this. The best way to explain this is basically like Call of Duty, right? So, for all the kids that loves getting kill streaks and shit like Call of Duty, this game is basically the same. Except you gotta get items. You gotta pick an item, right? Oh no, you gotta pick from a gigantic... Yeah, gigantic, in my opinion. It's a little complicated, but... I mean, there's so many options, which is really cool for some people. You gotta pick from a gigantic library of fucking items as a kill streak, instead of getting like a Predator missile, or like a AC-130, or an attack helicopter, or a UAV. In this game, you get a Static Shiv, or a Bloodthirster, or a Luden's Echo. You get a pick from all the different items in this game. So yeah, we have all types of fucking kill streaks right now, and then Set just runs away. Set ran away, and so he fucking died. And even worse, they have a fucking vision totem over here. At least we get the ultimate out of Vex, though. We forced Vex to use his ultimate to get us right there, which is nice. So now Vex doesn't have his ultimate for the next time we see him. Let's see, until how long? For another 100 seconds, he doesn't have his ultimate. Which is not that long, in reality, but... If we're fast enough and we put the pressure on them, then we won't have to worry about it for a little bit, right? And look, now Set surprising Ziggs. He's like, hey, what's up? No way, what are you doing here? Oh my god, isn't this place cool? Oh no, poor Ziggs. He's like, you guys see how Ziggs explodes? Look how he explodes. This is funny. Look at him. He's like a balloon. Man, if you like playing that character, that's kind of cursed. You kind of want to see that, but if you play the character, you don't want to see that. It's fucked up. It's like when you blow up a balloon real big and then you just let it go and it goes flying. It does that. Ziggs does that. Yeah, but you can see our scores over here, right? We were 4-0 and 5, so we were on a 9 kill streak basically. Or some of you might say, no, that's 4 kill streak. Well, Diana was on a 6 kill streak, and then Set was on like a 6 kill streak as well. The other team is 0-0, 1-0, and 1, right? So in reality, we were fucking way ahead, right? So that was, yeah, we were trying to get the turret over here, but Set just ran away. Which technically he had no health, or barely any health, so you gotta be crazy gamer style. Which I might have stayed, in my opinion. I might have stayed if I was them, or I might have told them that I was going back. It doesn't matter that much. We're doing well and winning. Yeah, that's one of the weird things about this game, though, is that there's so many items and so many characters. It's actually kind of complicated. We stopped hitting fucking Vex right there to hit the inhibitor. That was fucking crazy. Yeah, here we have no fucking health. Yeah, the funny thing about this game is that, especially in the quick play now, you can get an item so fast or so quickly. So, even if it doesn't look like they're not doing so well, the items makes a huge difference. So they'll still do a shitload of damage a lot of the times. Which, I mean, we're doing extra major more shitloads of damage technically. Nasus chasing us down, and then the minions actually finished off the game there. So that was 12 minutes. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's, in my opinion, that's more realistic. That's more realistic of a game. Oh yeah, we also got a mortal reminder. So, we got first item Static Shiv. It would be better to have a Runan's Hurricane, because Runan Hurricane mimics our attacks and creates extra projectiles all the time, instead of us having to wait for the cooldown on the Electro Spark on the Static Shiv. Runan's Hurricane, if you're in range, it'll fire extra projectiles, 2 extra projectiles, and it also gives critical strike chance, which combos with the attack speed, and it also gives us crits, which combos with Armor Shred. The best Armor Shred items in the game also gives critical strike, which is basically, critical strikes is basically a free win, right? On most characters, that shit is basically a free win. Like, especially if you're ahead, right? If you're behind, maybe not so much really. But if critical strikes is the fuckload of crazy damage, and then armor penetration as well is crazy. So we get second item Mortal Reminder, which actually stops Warwick from healing himself. Warwick does a lot of healing, and even crazier, he got a Bloodthirster and a Blade of the Ruined King. So Mortal Reminder applies Grievous Wounds, which they changed it to Wounds now. It used to be called Grievous Wounds, which reduces effectiveness of healing and regeneration, right? So, yeah, Mortal Reminder gives 5% less armor penetration than Lord Dominic's Regards, but it gives you the benefit of applying Grievous Wounds. Lord Dominic's Regards gives 5% more armor penetration. So yeah, we get the Mortal Reminder there to deal with the Warwick and shred their armor, and it gives us crits, which is really good. Critical Strikes basically does bonus or multiplies your damage randomly, depending on how much you got. With one item, it's 25%. With 2, it's 50. Or if you got the Agility Cloak, it's like 10%, right? That's why we didn't start the Runan's Hurricane. Because it's 10% crits is not real. It's not a real thing. It's not consistent. doesn't help that much really. So yeah, the dagger always more effective with towers and champions because it gives attack speed, right? And the scout slingshot. So we got a mortal reminder there. Yay, man! What a fucking 2 hours, 2 hour long video. Holy shit. Wow. Yay! Yay! 2 hour video! Man, honestly, I feel like that's good enough. I mean, it was one replay analysis, but we also did analyze the other pro player videos or games, and then we showed you our hit confirms in Street Fighter first fucking try, baby. First try, actually. First try. Again, that Street Fighter 4 video is not fake, right? Again, a lot of you idiots wants to say that shit is fake or whatever. You guys saw. I'm doing it with the Xbox controller this time. I usually like playing with the arcade stick. Look at this shit. I usually like to play on the arcade stick. Look at the fucking tape on there, though. Because the fucking screws got rusted. They started rusting. So, yeah, I usually like to play on the arcade stick, but I just started doing it on the fake box controller. So, any of you morons that wants to talk any bullshit or say that the videos are fake, I just showed you in real fucking time, dummy. Don't be rude or mean. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm telling you, I got no reason to lie. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you guys? Oh, this one. Ah, that's called research. You see this? I know that shit. Yeah, so I guess we could talk about the video games, the market analysis. Ew. Gross. Oh my gosh. Ew. Ew. Nasty. Anyways, man, I think that could be a different video. I feel like this video's long enough. And that shit in the middle, where we're watching the fucking fake-ass casino gamers, that shit is so annoying, dude. Crime. It's basically criminals, right? Creamizazis. That's just not cool, right? That's not a cool or fun topic. Unfortunately. It's like speaking of a disaster, basically. Yeah, that shit... Dude, well, unfortunately, that's what's actually happening, right? And you guys gotta learn how to fucking behave or take care of each other. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why they do that. It's because they think that they're gonna win the fucking lottery or some shit. Which in reality, they're just taking a... It might be a terrorist attack, honestly. You guys might laugh at that or something, but in reality, terrorism comes in many shapes and forms now, right? So, and they're breaking people's computers in video games, and they're pedophiles, right? They want to sell drugs and kidnap your kids, basically, which some people loves that shit. Some people wants to get rid of their kids. They're like, please take them. Some people wants their kids to become a pedophile sex toy or whatever, or become dog food. They don't give a fuck. It's called adoption, right? You can actually put your kid up for adoption. I don't know, dude. That's kind of fucked up conversation as well, but I mean, or topic, but yeah. That shit is ghetto. Congratulations, dude. That's what you guys allowed to exist. That's the problem, right? And the problem as well is that a lot of people doesn't know that it's happening because they're just morons. There's so many people that does know that it's happening, though. That's the problem. is that they know about it, and they try to do something about it, or they try to tell people about it, and then there's just, I don't know, people are retarded. You guys need to take better care of your shit, honestly. In reality, right? What do you think's gonna happen in the future, right? Again, Call of Duty is in the same situation as that shit. And yeah, there's cheaters and lots of things, but I mean, they delete people's accounts, or they're getting rid of people's shit, right? They're breaking everything, basically. Imagine buying a video game and then having hackers just break your game and then they delete your account after you bought the game, right? Because games, especially a game like that, right? $60, $70 plus internet you gotta pay for, and the game console. Some people only buys a game console just for one game sometimes. That's the new scam, is making people pay for an online video game experience, especially when some games are only designed to be played online. You guys need to grow the fuck up, honestly. You ghetto pieces of shit. And that's why Nintendo has so much of my respect, because they are too smart to deal with online. For the longest time, they never did online gaming, because they know Mario and Mark 10 is not a coincidence. And the Angel, OX Angel, they're fucking centuries ahead. Nintendo used to be a card game, or a card company, right? And with cards, this is one of the reasons why I got so into Digimon. With cards, no one's fucking with your deck of cards in real life, right? You don't have to worry about a hacker or a cheater, right? These aren't getting changed, right? No one's gonna scribble on your fucking, ooh, this guy's crazy. No one's fucking with your deck of cards in real life. Not really, and if they are, you could just tell them to stop, right? Or get away from that shit. But in the computer, if you use a computer or if a game console, especially if the game is marketed as an online only or online primarily game, that shit, it gets fucked up so easily. That shit gets bad, right? So, yeah, for the longest time, Nintendo never dealt with the online games because they know exactly how stupid people are, or how fucking disgraceful people are. I'm not joking. You guys need to learn how to do this online internet shit. You guys are fucking retard pedophiles. This stupid fucking garbage. Just deleting people's accounts and shit and breaking fucking video games. You're stupid. Yeah, and then Apple with the advertisements. Bro, video games on the internet, there's a lot of video games with no advertisements. Fuck off with the advertisements in the games, dude. That shit is so fucking annoying. They're asking for something bad to happen, dude. Stop. You guys need to stop, bro. That's not an exaggeration. They want World War IV, bro. That's what they want. They're so stupid. That's like their only goal, or they think they're just #1 pedophiles and they're unstoppable or something. You guys are ugly as fuck with that shit, dude. You look like this, dude. Look at that. Fuck off. Stop being stupid. You guys are being so stupid. Yeah, I guess we'll analyze what happened with a lot of the online games, in my opinion. Or some of the online games in America, right? Which, I don't know. I feel like it's crazy how they think that shit is cool, some people. It's like racism and like ignorance, maybe. Like a lot of those people are uneducated, maybe. They don't actually know anything about the game sometimes, and they're just like, they think it's like a piece of art or something. Man. Yeah, really, really retarded. Or, so a lot of them are purposely scammers too, right? They're idiots. Anyways, get shitted on. That was so cool. We got those fucking hit confirms in Street Fighter 5. We fucking gamer styles with it. We got that yeah, what's up to a teen? Best paladin in the world from Emirates. Yeah! You're either pro or you're a noob. That's live. Let's go with team. Yeah, number one. Number one. Nah, those were some of the most fucking funniest and best videos. Dude, video gaming has never seen anything like that ever since then. Ever since then. That's what you got. Now they got fucking pedophile casinos. You guys had a theme, and you got pedophile casinos. I mean, there is real gamers, but I mean, the theme was so fucking good, and like that shit was funny. It was hilarious, bro. That shit was from a different universe. That shit was awesome. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we got those crazy hit confirms. That shit was so good. You guys saw that, right? We stopped when they started blocking, right? On the first fucking hit. We got that shit 4 times in a row. I was doing that shit, it was like yesterday, or this morning, like 50 times in a row. Or like 100 times in a row. Which, again, some of you guys might not think that's that crazy. Try it yourself, and then go watch the tournaments, or the pro players, or the world champions. They be fucking that shit up. It's important to play with your stuffed animals sometimes, you know? You gotta pick it up. You gotta pick it up and play with it. You can't just stare at it. Right? You gotta pick it up and... You gotta touch it. You gotta touch it, and... This one makes noise. What the beep? Beep boo, beep boo. Yeah, now you know what's up. Yeah, beep boo. Oh, Bobby. Yeah, we got the hit confirm. Dude, again, we got a Street Fighter 4 video on our YouTube channel. So when you go to my YouTube channel, I would say this, right? Right when you click on my YouTube, on the phone, on your Xbox, on the computer, however you get on YouTube, in your brain, in your imagination, in the Matrix, right when you click on it on our channel, you don't have to click on nothing. It'll be one of the first. It's the first playlist on there. My best videos, right? It's on my homepage on my YouTube, and I think it's the second video in that playlist. It's like 6 minutes long. We got crazy hit confirms in the Street Fighter 4, right? Which that game was more difficult. Which, again, we know how to make the best fighting game, or we already explained or said how to do it, right? It's so strange, and part of the reason why we have to look at or study or see why what's happening with companies like Poop Blizzard, right? Blizzard. I feel like part of what Blizzard does, or what's happening with them, which some people said, is that some of those companies are collecting unemployment checks making games, which that's fucking hilarious or crazy, and not funny in a good way. Kinda funny and kinda good. I mean, they are making some type of money, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're purposely ignoring people's the customers' opinions, or they're purposely making bad games and taking fucking forever to do it. So they're basically purposely making bad things to hurt people or to piss them off, right? That's kind of what it seems or feels like, right? And so if you guys haven't paid attention, they got destroyed in the fucking reviews recently, right? When they re-released a HD remake for one of their games, they got fucking destroyed in the reviews. And then, again, with the way that they conduct their business with games like League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm, right? Heroes of the Storm is basically the same shit as League of Legends, Fake Legends, this shit that I just showed you. Which, unfortunately, the community's so fucking cancer. Again, I'm pretty sure they think they're just gonna win the lottery, or that they're cooler than everybody. Or, I don't... Dude, it's fucking terrible. These kids think that they're fucking Jesus or Superman. Basically. Or they think they're gonna win the lottery. They think they're, like, so cool or good at the fucking game. It's terrible. When in reality, they obviously fucking suck. And, another reason, too, is because on our Twixer, right? But yeah, that's where we were seeing that, is that they're supposedly, or technically, they're collecting unemployment checks while making some of their games. Which, I don't know how believable that is, but for some of the games it is, right? Or some of the companies, especially if it's American products, right? You gotta understand that this shit represents our country, or our community as well, right? And so, imagine if you were from a different country, and then you bought that shit. It's like, are they trying to piss us off? Or, I don't know, dude. Honestly, I'm in America, and it feels like they're trying to piss us off, right? Especially if the American reviewers agrees with it, and then they get in trouble on Twitch TV. They were torturing people. Blizzard, right? They were torturing gamers, right? At tournaments and out of tournaments, right? So even worse, on the main stage, in front of a world fucking audience, they're fucking torturing people or purposely ruining or breaking their fucking games, right? You could imagine how bad that shit looks or is or feels. Imagine how that feels to either be in the tournament or not even to be in a tournament, right? And just play the game for fun, right? Imagine if you invest in the game, or you got a fucking phone or a computer just to play the game, and then they just break it, right? Computers are expensive, phones are expensive, internet is expensive, right? And if that's the only thing that you were fucking looking forward to, some people only gets a job to get a computer sometimes, or to get a phone to play a game, right? And so imagine if that was your only goal, and you go through all that bullshit, and then they purposely sell you broke bullshit? Especially a game or a toy, right? Imagine trying to have a toy, right? And it's a piece of shit. Oh my fuck. Dude, you have to be retarded. I told you, they're trying to do World War IV inside of America, bro. That's what it seems like. They're so fucking dumb. Like, you're selling a broke-ass toy to adults and to kids? You gotta be stupid, dude. You gotta be fucking stupid. You don't fuck with people's toys, bro. That's like fucking with somebody's dildo or some shit, right? Which, I mean, fucking with a dildo, not phrasing. Not like that, right? Not literally doing blowjobs or having sex with a dildo. I mean, purposely breaking their dildo or some shit like that. You don't do that, right? Or their sex toys, whatever. Or their toys, right? For kids or adults, again. If it's a video game, that, you gotta be, dude, you guys need to behave, bro. Be nice. And I think they're trying to start shit with, like, everybody, right? Not just the government, right? Which, sometimes it feels like the government is purposely doing that shit. I don't know, dude. They have to be fucking handicapped. Yeah, we'll analyze that later, though. That's not what the video is supposed to be about. I mean, that's just what's happening, right, with the games, again, or America. So, yeah, the video would go into more fun things or details and what we could do, or what I would do, right, to have a fun game, right? Which is very simple, right? There's all kinds of people that makes games, so this shit's not, like, doesn't cost a lot of money, right? Like, some people makes games for fun, and some people like to play games, so, yeah, dude, it's very easy, bro. You guys, you need to stop being stupid and hateful, I don't know. And then again, you guys gotta stop being fucking abusive or retarded. Right, you gotta stop breaking people's shit, you fucking idiots. Be nice, have fun, right? Go smoke a fucking cigarette or drink a beer. Smoke a beer, right? Go smoke a beer. Smoke a kush. I don't know. Smoke a asshole, right? Literally smoke on someone's butt cheeks, like literally smoke on the poop on their butt. That's what some people wants to do, and honestly, I think that's part of the problem too, right? Some people can't be honest. It's literally as simple as asking sometimes, right? Or telling the truth. You gotta tell the truth, right? You can't just suck everyone's stupid people's dicks. Or pedophiles, right? Some people, they'll just try to scam the fucking shit out of you. You gotta tell them the truth sometimes. Like, no, I'm trying to smoke a fucking booty cheeks right now, right? I wanna... Not me. I'm not into that, really. I mean... But if that's what you guys want to do, you gotta tell people that, right? You can't be doing stupid shit that everyone else supposedly says is cool or whatever, or what they think a real person is supposed to... Slavery. That shit's illegal. Anyways, I mean, there's some things that we have to do, right? And but I mean, I'm pretty sure we also have technology and stuff. Dude, just be honest, okay? Don't be dumb, right? Have fun, be nice, okay? Dude, I did a good fucking hit confirms. We're pro gaming, bitch. Bitch! Fucking dumbass. Look at that. Man's pooping their diapers. Man pooping their diapers. Get shitted on. Get shitted on. Nice combos, right? We said nice combos. We're very honest and realistic with our reviews, right? We said cool combos from the fucking on the double lift video, but I mean, again, they're very suspicious. They're casino, pedophilia, drugs only, guys. The only thing that matters is getting your kids to get addicted to drugs. Get addicted to drugs and get some car insurance. You guys need 7 cars. Go buy 7 cars right now and get them all on car insurance. You need to do it. Go do it. Do it now. There's a lot of people they'll be like, shut the fuck up, bitch.